Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there.
We are not paying for our sins on this earth over and over again, no matter what that is. And I know that's dramatic, but it's not. It's what we're doing to ourselves in our head every day. Like, you don't have to repent. You don't have to be harmful to yourself. Like, you have to love yourself back into a better decision. Welcome to the Earn Your Happy podcast. I'm Lori Harder, founder of The Bliss Project, 3-time fitness world champion, fitness expert, and cover model turned self-love junkie, lifestyle entrepreneur, and author. Each week, I'll bring you a guest or a thought that will help you bust through your fears, connect to your soul, and get focused and clear so you can elevate your life, business, and relationships. We don't wait until we're ready for someone to tell us we're good enough. We take what we want and we anoint ourselves. Get ready to earn, own, and unapologetically rock your happiness every single day. Are you with me? Here we go. Welcome back to another episode of Questionably Awesome, where everything we say is
awesome.
Awesome. With a questionable asterisk above it.
Yeah. Parentheses or something.
Parenthesis.
Is
that what you say? Is that how you say it? Parenthesis?
You know, I don't know. Maybe if you were English, would you say that? Kind of like how they say privacy for privacy.
Privacy.
They
also say there's another word that is very... I'll think of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Moving on. So this is a podcast all about, I would say, probably the best humor in the United States of America.
I would agree.
So you guys, if you are looking for an interview where we're going to talk serious or go deep, this isn't the one for you. But this is the one if you want witty banter and wisdom.
Yeah, if you want to have some fun.
If you want to have some fun, but if you're not fun, you need to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And maybe go have some fun.
Yeah, probably because humans need fun.
Yep.
So can you tell me a little bit about what has been going on this week? Because I haven't really gotten to follow up with you. Per usual. This is how we drop in.
This is how we drop in right now. I'm feeling a little stressed for our upcoming nuptials.
And how many days away is it?
Oh gosh, it's less than a month away.
Do you know you'll never not have been married again?
I know.
In less than a month.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's
kind
really
of
nuts.
It's exciting, but also there are some things about it where I'm like, whoa, I'm getting married. And I've been on my own for 33, 34 years.
And you're
almost.
about to be yoked together.
Yeah, now we're going to be two little teammates.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
Yeah. Like you literally join a team. Like instead of wearing something separate, everybody should just, after they get married, have jerseys and just be like, I'm on a team.
Yeah, I'm on a team now, so I can't play your game.
No. I see your game over there.
Yeah.
And I even kind of like your game, but I can't play it.
Nope, can't play. It's just weird. What about you?
Well, I've been married for a long time now. So every week is blissful.
Total bliss.
No, for real. It really is. I don't know. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
What's stressful? I need to know. Let's break this down. What's stressful right now in your life? Because I just feel like we could have a little therapy around it and just make things better.
Well, you know what I will say? I think it's important that you talk about your finances, obviously, and we've talked about them a lot. And that can be a big thing on how are we going to do this?
Yes.
And how are we going to divide things up? Are we going to divide things up? Is it going to be one big chunk?
Yeah.
And it's been a really good conversation for us to have.
Oh my God. It is so important. Like that's literally almost like not asking if you think that you want kids in the future.
Right. It's
like,
huge.
oh, how are we going to be spending our money together? Mm-hmm. It's so interesting.
It's so interesting.
And important to have that early on.
Yeah. So early on. It's not like we're just talking about this for the first time, but
it's okay if you are.
We still have some T's to cross, if you will.
Well, you've got the rest of your life.
Yeah. And it's sometimes you have to take a step back and be like, good God, it is all going to work out.
It is. And you don't need to, as long as you got here's what I always think in our marriage. Like as long as we're both willing and the conversation is to be continued at all times.
Yes.
Then you're okay. Like you're going to be okay.
Yes.
Like you don't have to have it all figured out in 1 hour or on a walk. Like let things come together and be like, we're partners now. So neither of us are going anywhere. So that's what I always think about when Chris and I are arguing. I'm like, so what's the plan? Am I leaving tonight or moving out? Because if not, I might as well solve this right now because it's making my life and my house miserable.
Am I moving out tonight?
Because that's my only other option. Am I solving this or am I moving out tonight?
Yeah.
So figure it out. Decide what you're committed to. And if you're not committed to moving out, then get your shit straight. Like
you can come to a solution.
Go say sorry even if you don't mean it and be like, but okay, that's not good advice.
Even if you don't ever mean you're sorry, just say it.
Just sweep your personality under the rug. Don't ever let her come out and just
say sorry all the time, which I already do. We do that so much.
Yeah. Why do we do that?
I don't know.
We got to okay. But instead of sorry, I've been trying to catch myself and just say like, oh, excuse me.
Yep. Excuse me is a good one.
Yeah. Not really great during fights.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. So you're going to be in a beautiful white dress in less than a month.
Yeah.
And what are you most excited about though? Like what are you picturing when you're really excited when you think of your wedding?
Joy.
Like what at your reception?
Dancing.
Just dancing?
Dancing.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, just dancing and everyone being together and my mom. I'm just really excited.
I can't wait. Is your mom going to wear something with her shoulders cut out?
I think she's so old school. She's like, I'm just going to wear a nice suit. I'm like, Mom, you're not running for office. You can wear something
just
else.
Cut the shoulders out of the suit?
I hope so.
Does she ever show her shoulders?
Not unless she's like, it's the summertime.
Oh, but she will show them in the summer.
She will show them.
Okay. Well, that's great because I want to see those things.
I know. She's
rolling
got
around.
Such a cute figure. She needs to show it off.
If she's listening to this, I just hope that she shows her shoulders and shakes it on the dance floor.
Me too.
Because people want to see it.
Yeah. People always want to see the mother of the bride's shoulders.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
So do you have a quote, Evans?
Yeah, I do. It's by Oprah Winfrey.
Who's that?
She says, your journey begins with a choice to get up and step out and live fully.
Say it again. Say it again for the people in the back. I need
Your
to hear it
journey begins with a choice to get up, step out, and live fully.
Isn't that just the truth every single day? Because it's so funny though how so the alarm goes off in the morning. Like that's a beautiful quote. You read it the night before at 10 p.m. before you go to bed. You're like, yes, I'm going to step up. I'm going to live fully. And then the alarm goes off and you're like, I'm just going to try to get my coffee.
Yeah. I'm just
going to make it downstairs and try to not make the choice to put it in double pumpkin spice creamer.
Yes.
Like that's the hardest choice.
That is
like,
a hard choice.
Maybe I should just not buy this creamer to have it in here. Or guess what's going down? Pumpkin spice.
All the creamer.
Full of it. Like you're just going to have a latte. Face it.
Yeah.
A
with
cream
a splash
latte.
of coffee. All those pumpkin products really get you this time of year.
You know, especially I feel like here, it's the only way we can feel we have fall.
Yeah.
Chris came home the other day and he was like, I was like, look, I made fall and I lit a bunch of candles and the fireplace was on and it was super hot out. And he's like, well, kinda.
It's been like 90 degrees
it's like
here.
an inferno here right now.
Yeah.
But light a pumpkin spice candle and you're doing good.
It does feel fall-like.
So back to that quote though, like we can have all the intention in the world of like having this great life. But if you don't have something solid in your schedule to make your higher self come out or make your better self come out or have an appointment that is non-negotiable, it's not going to happen. And I feel like so many people who are wanting to do extra things or wanting to just become their better self don't realize that if we don't schedule that, actually schedule it into our schedule and have a commitment to a time that we start and end.
Yes.
And don't schedule too much because it's the beginning, that it just falls to the wayside. Like all the intention in the world is not going to work if you don't have it an actual time schedule.
It's so true. And it's such an easy thing to pop in there, but I'm so bad about being like, I'll get it done.
So what are we
Is it
going to,
on
what do
your
you want to get
calendar?
done that's not on your calendar? That's just one small thing. One thing.
Oh, there's this stupid closet in our
Yeah.
apartment that really needs to be organized.
So pick a day.
Right. Just it will seriously take me 20 minutes.
So maybe not before the nuptials because why
Yeah.
even add anything?
Right.
Like just enjoy your life right now.
Yeah. Like,
Like-
you know, those little things stress you out. You're like, man, I really got to clean out that messy closet.
You have no idea, like you do have an idea because you're talking about it. But
Yes.
for sure, for me, the closet. So, okay. So when I was in this training like years ago, the Jack Canfield training where he literally taught us how to speak and teach and facilitate. He
Yeah.
also taught a lot about life and rituals. And one of them was if it's something that bothers you every day and drains your energy, you need to put it on a list and you need to make sure
Yeah.
you go down that list and you knock it out because we have such a finite amount of energy every day that if some of your energy is going into your closet or things that bother you or a picture that's crooked or a mark on the wall, you have to fix it because you're leaking energy all over the place and you don't realize it. So
true.
Fix that leaky ass energy, Evans. Get
I
your shit
know.
together.
Get
Clean
my
that
shit
closet.
together.
That was for me.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We all have those dang little things like, I'll
have
do
it
it
too.
tomorrow. No,
I have
you
it too.
won't.
I know. And I'm literally like, okay, this is the time and date. I'm going to fix this.
Yes.
So let's do that.
Let's do it. Put
I'm
it
going
on
to
our
ask you
calendar.
next week.
No, that closet is going to be crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
What does that even mean? It's
I
going to
don't
sparkly.
know. Just put cellophane everywhere on it and be like, I can see my clothes through this. I can see the mess right through this.
Yeah.
All
Wait,
right.
what's your quote? Did
Oh.
you read your quote?
Not yet. I'm going to.
Okay.
This quote is from Vienna Ferrone, who apparently is a marriage counselor or family counselor. She says, people's opinions and advice are rooted in their biases and programming. Consider their level of self-awareness and the life they live before accepting it as your own truth or your way. I just thought,
Yes.
you know, everybody has a completely different experience. Even your best friend who is giving you advice and she thinks it's the best advice for you.
Yep.
It could be because she's had completely different advice. And, you know, I had somebody reach out to me on Instagram, won't obviously say names, but I actually did not know this person before this, but they were talking about how they had some infidelity in their marriage and asking advice like I'm going back. Like I'm forgiving this person. Do you have any advice around this?
Yeah.
And I just always think like, well, that has never happened to me. So I can't actually give advice because I don't know
Right.
what's going, unless I can actually say something like that has either happened, and every situation is so specific to
So hard.
the couple that it's like, that's not even up to me. Like you have to decide what is right for both of you and not worry about anyone's judgment no matter what. And I just thought, that's more of a tricky situation, but at the same time, every situation is like this. You have to decide what is right for you and what is not, and then make peace with that decision and move forward with that. Like if you decide to take this person back, you can't ever look back because you have made the decision to accept and move forward so that person can have a clean slate and your marriage or your life or your partnership can have a clean slate. It's the same thing if you partner with someone in business and they make a huge mistake or maybe they're not as honest as they should have been.
Yeah.
Decide to either forgive or separate, make peace with that decision and move on because it does not matter what the outside world thinks. So I just think that that is so important to look at whose opinion matters to me, whose does not matter.
Yeah.
And do I even want opinions or do I want to move forward with my own gut and my own intuition and know what are circumstances right? And then stop looking around and being like, but was that right?
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the key.
I do that all the time.
Though? You will stop it.
I know.
I have to stop it. Do you like how when I say that, I'm literally saying it to myself because I feel like I'm sitting with myself. I'm like, Lori,
stop it.
Stop, because that's not helping anyone. Like
It's awful.
Yeah, you have to cut that off and just be like, you know what? We're all doing the best that we can. And this is right for me right now. And it's the decision that's going to make me the most peace.
Yes.
So,
and as humans, maybe we could try to do better and stop being like, well, she should have really done this.
oh my God, can we stop judging other
cut
people?
that
That
out?
actually also puts us in a box saying, hey, if I don't make the right decision, people are going to judge me. When we judge other people, it's a huge signal to the universe that says, judge me, everyone.
Yes.
Judge me. Judge me. I'm going down to the 3rd Street Promenade with a sign that says, judge me. Judge me. Judge.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, we got to stop
It's none
that.
of your dang business.
No, let people live. Live
Yep.
and let be.
Let them live.
Okay, question.
Questions.
Oh, wait, review.
Oh, yeah. I love this review. Okay. This is from Alicia. Holy crap, I've never felt closer to y'all. I love the show. Been listening for over a year and finally getting around to leaving a review. Just listened to a questionably awesome about leveling up where you talked about going home, specifically how you feel like you have to rush to get home and sit with family, and then they talk about their new shelf. I thought it was just me, and it's cool to hear that you all experience that. Also, why is that even a thing? Anyway, love your podcast and random tangents. Makes me feel like I'm just listening to people I want to be friends with. BTW, can we be friends? Alicia. Yes.
Alicia, hi. We're talking to you right now. What's up? How's that new shelf that
how is your new
uncle
shelf?
just installed? Your mom just installed.
That is the best.
I just have guilt tripped so many times over like, wow, I rushed home for this to sit and stare into your pupils. But hey, you know what? Bonding time. That's all I can have to say. Bonding time. Thank you for that awesome review. Like, it is so incredibly nice to know that we are sitting at, I feel like we're sitting at a big table with a bunch of other awesome humans.
Yes. Me too.
And
I really like Alicia.
although I'd be sweating hard if we were supposed to be entertaining like a table full of people right
Me
now.
too.
I'd be like, we're not that funny.
No.
But a little part of me internally would be like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you can do it.
You can do this. Eat your SpaghettiOs and be funny. Oh my God, you're hilarious.
You got this.
Oh
We need that voice.
Oh my God,
That's
let's
a
make
good
this
little
voice, isn't it?
voice.
Like,
Yes.
so when you're getting ready for your wedding, be like, you're going to be the best bride ever.
Yeah, you're doing a great
This is going
job.
to be so fun. You're having a party for so many people.
It sounds like that. What's that? ASMR?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I don't know. Maybe we're going to turn this podcast into that. Oh, what do you think? Hey, Evans, do you have a question for us? What
Yes.
is it about?
It's
What is it
about resistance.
Les resistance.
La resistance. Okay. Acadia Champagne.
Acadia Champagne. My mom was not in that state. My mom wasn't drunk when she named me. I wish she was.
Me too.
Good Lord. Come on, Cindy, get it together.
Yeah.
Have a cocktail before you name a baby.
Seriously. You know, my mom actually, I won't say that.
I love that
How
name.
do you
Okay.
stop
No, this is
the champagne story?
This is the podcast for the champagne
Yeah.
story, by the way.
Sometimes you drink a lot of champagne and you have a lot of fun.
Well,
That's all
is
I'll
that how
say.
you came to the table? Is that how
Could've
you were
been.
born?
Could have been.
That is a good story, Evans. You were born on some fun.
No, I think
Oh.
she might have had. She told me she had some champagne and she also had me in her belly.
Oh.
It was like, whoopsie.
I think that happens a lot.
Yeah,
And I think that
especially in the
happens in
80s.
Europe a lot as well.
Yeah.
So it's actually it's so interesting because it just differs from everywhere. So you know what? Decide what's right for you.
Yeah.
And bless and release.
And I'm not going to judge my mom for that. She was
It's
on
the
a good
80s.
time.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the 80s.
Yeah. So moving
Anyway,
on.
Acadia
Cheers.
Champagne. How do you stop self-sabotaging once you recognize the problem?
How do you stop self-sabotaging once you recognize the problem? Oh, that is a choice to have grace and forgiveness.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like there's this state when you realize that you are so if you really want to know how, like I believe that I am a child of God or universe or whatever you believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that everything we do is immediately forgiven because I don't believe that love is conditional.
Me too.
So when you're sabotaging, what can happen a lot is the cycle of sabotage can continue because you think that you are paying for something through your sabotage. You think that your pain has a purpose and that it's going to be like a hot stove and be like, if I cause myself a lot of pain, I won't touch it again. I won't do this again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually not the case. So what we have to do is try a new way if that's no longer working. And you know what? That theory works for a while for people. So we get addicted. Like when I was competing and doing fitness competitions and I was like, food is bad. Oh my gosh, that's going to keep me from winning and blah, blah, blah. And I adopted this mindset that worked for me for a while that was super negative, and then it stopped working. And the more that I sabotaged, the more that I had that coach's voice in my head that was super brutal, the more I sabotaged. And it wasn't until I let go of that and created a really loving voice, probably like the whisper voice that's like, hey, hey, it's okay that you did that.
Yeah, you're a good
Everybody's
person.
doing things like this to themselves. Yeah. Just pick up your, lift up your bootstraps and go for a walk. God loves you.
That's really nice.
And I literally am like, okay, it's okay. We're all doing this. Like, have some grace, forgive yourself, and do something healthy for you. And, I've been talking a lot about this because I think adulting is simply reparenting yourself every single moment.
Mm-hmm.
So having a loving voice of a loving parent, like give yourself exactly what you need in that moment, not what you feel like is going to inflict pain, make you pay, repent, whatever that is. Like I just had these moments of like, wow, we are not like paying for our sins on this earth over and over again, no matter what that is. And I know that's dramatic, but it's not. It's what we're doing to ourselves in our head every day. Like you don't have to repent. You don't have to be harmful to yourself. Like you have to love yourself back into a better decision.
Ooh, love yourself back into a better decision. That's
shit, y'all.
That's gold.
Golden.
That's some champagne gold if I've ever heard it.
Some Champagne Arcadia.
Yeah. I love that.
I love that name.
Me too.
Wait, did I get the right name?
Acadia Champagne.
Good Lord. Just so
Acadia
such a great name.
Champagne.
Acadia Champagne. I'm Lori Harder.
You want a new one?
Yeah. Do you have any weigh-ins on that?
Oh yeah. Sorry. How
Don't
do you
say
stop?
sorry. Oh yeah. Excuse me.
Excuse me. How do you stop self-sabotaging once you're recognizing the problem? It sounds like you're already on your way to, you're like, hey, I recognize that I self-sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first step. You recognize you're doing it.
She bought the ticket to forgiveness already.
She bought the ticket. So now how do you put that into action? You're probably at first, like anything, going to have to consciously be like, what can I'm self-sabotaging. Say something nice instead.
Yeah.
Say something supportive instead. And
How do we realize we're self-sabotaging? So what's something in your life, Evans, when you are like, oh, I'm doing that thing again that doesn't work? Like, how do you, is it because you take a moment and you're like, I want to be more aware of this, or when this happens, I'm going to blank, or?
Oh yeah. Everyone self-sabotages. What do I do? Just getting negative about like a mistake at work or in relationships, I can get like, oh, well, blah, 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 just kind of negative.
Female relationships or your personal
relationship
with your man.
Yes, with my man. And I definitely have recognized those moments. And it's just, for me, it's a pause. The pause and reframe really works.
The pause is the most powerful thing that you can possibly do. It takes you from reacting to responding.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, like, I used to be the craziest reactor in my relationship. And I would just be like, oh, that hurt. What words and things can I say that I'm going to amplify and make you seem like a terrible person. And I'm just going to hurt you with these words. Like I'm going to cut you with these.
Yeah.
It's literally the thoughts that I would think.
And you feel terrible after.
Oh, awful. And you know what you're doing, but you're literally addicted.
Yes. And it's awful.
Oh my God. Well, it wasn't until I had somebody who wouldn't chase me afterward or wouldn't react to it that I was like, this is not working. And not everybody has a person who's not going to do that.
That's right.
And, in my life, that was just the lesson that I needed. And I realized that so I just turned it on and did it more. And then he gave me an ultimatum. Like if we argue like this, I'm not coming back. Like this is not going to work.
Yeah. That's not a good way to live.
Wait, I'm addicted to this.
Yeah.
So it was a huge cycle of having to learn how to control myself.
Yeah. And it was just
my
part
God.
of growing up.
Holy crap. Controlling your emotions is the key to business, to relationships, to friendships, and I just want to throw in business again because so many people write an email that they should not be writing. So many people put things out on social media that they should not be writing. Think on it, sleep on it, pray for the love. If you believe in prayer, pray on it and pray for calmness and peace and to make a decision from a place of love and not this place of a chemical reaction in your body. You're literally on drugs when you're upset. You're on some crappy ass body drugs. So I'm always like, I don't want to be this person because I'm hulking out right now. Don't make a decision from Hulkster face.
Yes. Sleep on it.
Yeah, sleep on it. Let the Hulk come down.
It's true. And I think it's because we're used to making decisions so quickly now and everything happens so fast. So you're like, oh, I got to decide on this now.
Yep.
You actually don't have to.
No, you can think.
Yeah.
There's so much more space than we even realize. I thought of that with surfing. We went surfing last Friday for a team bonding day and I was like, oh my God, there's so much more time to get up on this wave than I'm letting myself think. There is hours, it feels like, to get up on the wave. But what we do is we think if we don't catch it right away and then you fall over because you pop up too soon. It was too early. So there's actually time to kind of get on one knee, pull your leg up, get your balance, stay really low before you even come up. I was like, whoa, I have all of the time in the world to catch this wave, but I'm rushing everything. So I just, do that.
Yeah.
Do you have another question?
Yeah. So many questions. Okay. This one is from @Meg_Cole_. How do you push through towards goals when the resistance is so strong?
You realize that resistance is the strongest when it comes to something that is your life purpose. It's what Stephen Pressfield always talks about.
Oh yeah. That book.
Yeah.
War of Art. Is that what it's called?
The War of Art, yes. Because there's another one called The Art of War. You may not enjoy it as much unless you like learning about war.
Yeah. War of Art.
So you just realize that you're getting really close to your purpose and that you are going to have to become a different person to live out your purpose in this dream. So you're about to face the gauntlet in the obstacle course. And you know what? It's super fun. People knock American Ninja Warrior. Don't knock it.
Show.
Literally know that your obstacle course is coming and it's training time. You're not going to get through it without training. You're like, I'm going to win this. And you're like, you haven't ever trained. So it's time to train. Put on your onesie and get your team together who's going to cheer you on, because there's going to be a lot of people who are like, I'm not going to cheer you on at American Ninja Warrior. That's stupid. And you're going to be like, well, I'm going to find people who will and who do like this. And I am going to train and I'm going to find a coach who's going to help me with it. Even if it's weird, you can find a coach.
You can totally find a coach.
They set up obstacle courses on the beach out here just to train. So it exists.
Anything you want to do,
anything
you can
want
make
to
it happen.
Make it happen.
I'm listening to this advice for myself always.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Face the gauntlet. Put on the onesie and have some damn fun about it.
Yeah, seriously. And do you even want to just spend your life not being in sure, it's great when things are all easy and stuff, but it's the times when you got to go through that mud that you're like, man, I'm learning a lot right now.
Easy for too long equals sleazy for a long time.
Yeah.
Boom. Put that in a quote. I'll see that it gets 2 likes and take it down because it sucks.
Has that happened?
I mean, I don't know.
I never take my social media down.
I've probably taken some down where I'm like, you know what? That's just bad. I was really trying. So
I do it too. When like a picture doesn't get like, she's like, oh God, that wasn't good. I need to take it down. Who cares?
who cares? Leave it up. I do have a
Yeah.
lot of stuff up right now that I'm like, that is the lowest number I've seen because social's acting kind of crazy and also making you realize that if you don't put out good content, you don't just get likes anymore.
Yeah.
So it's not even being crazy. It's just being authentic and real. Like, oh, that wasn't
Yeah.
that great of content. It did not get that many likes. So I'm kind
Yeah.
of not mad at it right now that things are pretty low because it really does show me is that good or not. Like you have to just be better. Be better. Don't just say
better.
things aren't getting likes or being seen. No, just be better. Let's be
Yeah.
better together. I gotta go. I got a
yeah.
full cycle
I gotta
date.
go
You
too.
gotta go to work. So you guys, I am like so incredibly grateful that you always tune in, that you give us, such fun, awesome reviews that we get to sit at the table with you. And hopefully that by us being us, it just reminds you that you can just drink champagne in the morning if it makes you feel good.
Yeah. And you got this.
We're not drinking champagne right now, but if
we could be.
were, you know what? You will in the morning on your nuptials probably.
Yeah, I absolutely will. I really will. I already plan on it.
Exactly. You're gonna like have, I don't know, a foot
mimosa.
bath of champagne.
I'm going to be in the bathtub of champagne happily.
God, get a cute photo shoot if you do that.
I will.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay, guys, until next time, be questionably awesome at all times because that's just the formula for greatness.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me on the Earn Your Happy podcast. I am so glad that you stopped by. If you could take 1 second to share this episode with someone you think would love it, that would be absolutely amazing, and we would be forever grateful. Also, please leave us a review if you feel so moved by going to iTunes and leaving us an honest thought, an honest comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear more of. It would really help us out on our journey to helping thousands and thousands of people. Until then, don't forget to earn your happy. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.
Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently, and most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori. Hey, do you know what the big secret is this year? And it shouldn't be a secret because this should be your biggest focus. It is building your community. I am always working on building and nurturing my community, and everyone is talking about the power of community. Without an online community, you just cannot grow organically or create a real movement, which is what I know that we're all after. And you can build trust or monetize your audience. When you get community right, not only does your audience grow faster, but so do your sales. But where's everybody going to be managing their communities these days? And a lot of online entrepreneurs and thought leaders are turning to Circle.so. Circle is an all-in-one community platform. It lets you host content and create discussions, live streams, group chats, and memberships all under your own brand. And what's so cool about Circle.so is that you don't even need a website or Facebook group. Instead, Circle lets you build your own community site where you can host content and manage your members. You can even create locked and unlocked content spaces, groups, and classes. How freaking cool is that? You can put your content behind a paywall too, and you can charge different amounts of money for different spaces on your community site. Circle.so is famously easy to use, and it has a free 14-day trial for you, so you can go check it out, see if you like it, see if you love all the options. Just go to Circle.so. Go check it out right now, you guys. Imagine being able to manage your community, start group chats and live classes, and accept payments all in one place. Kind of mind-blowing, since this is usually spread all over the place. You have to log into so many different things. If this is the year to capture, organize, and monetize your community, head over to Circle.so. You can get a free trial and start building your online community right now. Just go to Circle.so. You guys, you get the 14-day free trial. So just go and see if it's for you. It's going to streamline everything and make your life so much easier. It's so freaking cool. Hey y'all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it.